Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. It's Queen of Hearts readings. I'll be reading for the sign of Pisces from April 29 through to the 5th of May. And the first part of the reading is for the masculines and the second is for the feminine. So take what resonates and leave what doesn't. And like, subscribe, and share my channel. Drop a comment below and I'll leave my Facebook link in the description. So the first card we have is the Queen of Cups, and that represents an older woman who could possibly be a mother, or they adopt the mother quality such as nurturing, kind, caring, generous, and they're good at giving advice. They're good at counseling. So this could mean that that's either you or it's someone else in your life that might offer you a piece of advice, and it's necessary to take that advice. The next card is the King of Wands in reversed, and okay, that could be someone else in your life that is coming across as that, and the King of Wands is someone who's very arrogant and ignorant. And perhaps if you're asking about a relationship or someone like that, it's someone who's just really strong and stubborn. Maybe they don't like women, that kind of mentality, but they're extremely arrogant, and they could have a mindset of being an abuser or someone who's completely toxic. So be careful when this card arises in any sort of reading. The Two of Wands in reverse, that represents either a business venture or a project or something that you had your mind set on, but it didn't work out to be the best solution for you. This card could also represent maybe you want to start a project, but you want to start something, but you have doubts about it and your self-esteem is quite low about that, and maybe you're not doing something because of the doubt and fear about it. The Six of Wands in reversed, that represents, okay, there could be someone like this in your life that is a male, or it could just be someone that they're ghosting you, and it's lack of communication. It could be infidelity, but I'm talking about emotional infidelity where they're not talking to you. They're completely ignoring you because they're so dreamy and caught up in their own life and their own hobbies, or say they're interested in sport and maybe they're just focusing all on that and they're completely forgetting about you because they're so caught up in their own life. And I'm going to pull up some cards, clarifying cards for this. No, for this week. Last week. Okay. Alright, so assess your beliefs around the situation and assess the people you have in your life and which people are the best for advice. The Queen of Cups energy would probably be the most purest form to ask for some sort of friendship advice, but that's just to assess everything that's going on around you. So the next lot of cards is for the females. Alright, so the Knight of Swords, it's somebody who likes to take quick action and they're in a high action career, or they just do things without thinking. And so it could be someone that's into finance, or they work in finance, or they do something where they have to think on their feet all the time. But to do with relationships, these are people that are sort of like the bull at the gate, and they do things and they don't care whose back they stab on the way up the corporate ladder. They sometimes are so quick at thinking that they forget that other people are around them. So that could be you, or it could be someone else in your life. That is the Knight of Swords. Okay. The Chariot in reverse, that's about traveling, and it's about going on the path. So in reverse, it means exactly that, except you're in a time in your life where you feel that you're not on the right path and you don't know what job to take or whether you're moving in the right direction. And the Two of Wands here mean sort of the self-doubt around what area of life you want to go forward in. This is like you're feeling like you're not moving forward. The Queen of Swords, it represents a female who's manipulative, vindictive. They like to pull the wool over your eyes. They're mean, and they're a total bitch. Sorry I had to say that. They could come in the sign of Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. They're a water sign, but the Queen of Swords is, it's someone who's really manipulative. So this could be an older female that's in your life or connected to someone else. Or connected with the Knight of Swords if you have that kind of male in your life. The Lovers card, does represent a partnership, and if you're asking about a relationship, then it does indicate a relationship, or it just depends on the Queen of Swords and the Knight of Swords. It depends on who else is around these two people. But a Lovers card is also a crossroads of two different pathways. There's two sides to the story. There's like more information you need to know. And it is about staying in alignment with what you want and manifesting body, mind, and soul, and just manifesting the outcomes that you would like to see in your life. So, 4 more cards. Okay. Creation. That's a confirmation of manifesting and being mindful of who you're attracting into your life and what you're attracting. And if you're looking for a relationship, it's wise to write down the qualities you want for your life. Okay. So the next lot of cards is what don't Pisces see coming this week. So the Four of Wands in reverse represents either an event or a wedding that might not go so well. Could be for someone else in your life. But it also notes property. There could be a loss of money or a loss of property or some material item that has gone missing, or maybe you won't actually get it back. So it's sort of that's on the negative aspect. But the next card I've got is the Emperor, and that represents someone who's an older male. They could be a father figure, and they are authoritative, they're superior, they're wise, and they like to act like, a counselor or someone you could go to for advice. This is somebody that you would look up to in your life. Or if you're asking about a female, it could be someone in that female's life who you would look up to. The Hangman, on the other hand, that's about feeling stuck in life, having too many doubts, not communicating your needs or desires, and it's really about the best course of action is to change your perception on the way things are and try and think about things differently. If this comes up to do with relationships, it might mean that you're feeling stuck and you don't know which way to go, whether you should leave or find someone else or try and spend time on your own. The Devil card here, that also represents addictions to either alcohol or an obsession, and it's really funny how it came up with the Lovers card, because that's The Lovers card represents our pure intentions. This represents our shadow self. So together it's sort of like a union between night and day, dark and light, those kind of energies. And it's suggesting that you need to accept both sides of ourselves in order to move forward and in order to come unstuck. Okay. Alright, and it says once you take note of these aspects, then the healing completely begins. Alright. The next lot of cards. Pisces. Alright, so death, it represents the zodiac sign of Scorpio. So you might know someone who's a Scorpio. But really, it just means an ending to a cycle, an ending to a job or a situation or a house, or it really just means an ending to a cycle, and it means change, and it's a catalyst for change. So maybe you're letting go of old patterns, old ways of being, and you're moving into the new. The next one is a 9 of Cups, and that's actually a manifesting card. So it's saying everything you've manifested, what wish you put out to the universe, if you surrender and let it go, it will actually come true. And you just need to trust that it will come true. And your desires and prayers have been answered. A 3 of Cups, it actually represents celebrating and going out and being more social and having fun and trying to let your hair down. It could represent a third party involved in a situation, or it could also, I guess it's sort of an ending in order for something to begin, but the 3 of Cards is more of a happy, go out and socialize more, but it's also an overindulgence card, so maybe you're doing too much of one thing and not enough of the other. There's no fine balance with that card. The next one is the World, and that also, with this card, represents an ending to a cycle. Something has come full circle and you're moving on with your life, or perhaps something has, perhaps you've let go of a relationship, or you've let go of something and you're moving on to the next phase. So, I'll pull some more cards, please. Okay, that's crazy. Alright, so that one's more about opening your heart up and find the balance between giving and receiving and surrender. And once you put your order out there to the universe, you will be able to manifest it. And it is a new moon period, so great time for manifesting.